Good morning, dear students. Welcome to the commerce class. Today I'll be explaining the business objectives in the point of view of human and the nation. So to begin with the human objectives, yesterday I have explained you the economic objectives and social objectives. We'll see the human objectives, dear students. So what are the what are the objectives of a business should be towards the humans? Humans in the sense the people who are working in their organization towards its employees basically. So first and foremost we have is labor welfare. Labor means all the employees who are working in the company, how the business should deal with them. They should deal with they should treat them very respectfully and with dignity, and proper health, safety and social security measures should be taken towards the labor welfare. So new term for you, social security. Now what is social security? Social security of the labor, of the workers working in the business organization. Social security means different kinds of benefits which are given to workers, dear students, like let us say pension, provident fund, or let us say health insurance, okay, medical insurance and so on. The benefits which are being given to the employees, that is called as their social securities. Means even after they become old, what are the things which they are benefited, like a pension is there, provident fund is there. Normal employees, they are given health insurances, medical insurances. Female employees are given maternity benefits and so on. So this is one of the objectives. It should be one of the aims of any business organization to see that the people working in its organization, their proper welfare is taken, their proper care is taken. Second point, as a part of human objectives, dear students, we have is developing human resources. Human resource. So this resource, this very important thing which is being used in the organizations are human. The people working for the business. What is business? Business is group of people. They are doing the business. So this development of people who are working in the business organization, it should be improved. Different training programs should be taken for them. Okay, trainings should be given so that they become skilled. Now this is a new term for you. Skilled means talented, dear students. Okay, to work on the talent, to increase the talent of the employees working there, skill of the employees, that's what we say. So training can be given. Workshops means here a place where they work and learn, that is called as a workshop. So development, this training and development should be done, and the creativity and the employees, whoever is, their ideas should be, they should be heard too. Means employees also should be given a chance to put their ideas and suggestions forth, put forth. So it means that their creativity and innovation, the company should listen to their ideas as well. Sometimes it happens that people working with us, they give us better ideas than what we have. So in this way we are, the scope for better options become more. And because of the human resources, the people are developing proper training. Whatever extra work the company is planning, giving them extra training, improving it on their skills so that they can even work better. And when they are working better, who is getting benefited? The business is getting benefited. All right, the next point, as a part of human objective we have is participative management. Participative management means working of the company. In the working of the company, the employees also should be given a chance to participate. That is what is participative management means. The next point we have is the fourth point, as a part of human objective we have is labor management cooperation. Management means the owners of the company and labor means the workers of the company. This I am putting in simple terms, dear students. In further you will learn in detail what is management and labor. So labor and management cooperative means there should be friendly environment in the organization, and so that these employers and employee, yesterday I have told you the person who's giving the job is called as the employer, and the person who's doing the job is called as the employee. Their relation should be cordial. Cordial means friendly relation. Okay. Okay, so that work goes in a smooth way in the organization peacefully. When things are done in proper time, then there is progress in the business, or you say the industry, the company, the enterprise, firm, all means same, dear students. So this is what was about human objectives as a part of business objectives. Next we are going to say is the national objectives of a business organization. National objectives of a business, first and foremost, is optimum utilization of resources. Optimum means full, utilization means using of resources. Of resources means, see, you all know what are the natural resources of our not our country. What are the natural resources? Water, air, okay, these are natural beauty, the mountains, so forests, these all comes under the resources, dear students. And every business organizations, they are using the resources, and so they should use it in a proper way and in a complete way, so that it is not wasted, because resources are very scarce. Scarce means less. Okay, so these are the terms which you have to learn in commerce. Scarce means less, optimum means full using, utilization means using. Okay, and not to waste these resources of our nation. Okay, so business it should produce goods in such a way that the nation's priority is there in that. The people living in that particular country are demanding for it, and it's good for the country as well. Interest of the country, good for the country. Next we have is national self-reliance. Self-reliance means, self means for its own, reliance means sufficient. Okay, national, the objective of a business should be national self-reliance. It means what? Helping the government in increasing the exports. Exports means when goods from our country are sent to the outside countries. Okay, so when we are sending, we are producing, making so much of products that it's enough for the nation, it's self sufficient for the nation. At the same time, we are sending it to other countries also, so their currency, money is coming in our country. So that is how the nation is developing. And imports should be decreased. Imports should always be less. Import means bringing from outside countries. Sending, here export means we are sending items, and import means bringing items from other countries. So that is what the point national self-reliance speak about. Next we have is development of small scale industries. All right. Development of small scale industries means that these big organizations, they should also concentrate on working on helping the small industries which are just trying to survive, just trying to grow up. So how can these business organizations can help them? Like every business organization, they need certain materials in their production process that they can buy from these small scale industries, or else as a part of service to the society, they can help them. So that is about development. And the last point we have is development. Okay. Development of backward areas. Backward areas means certain areas where the development is not is not uh, it's less compared to the developed places like rural areas, villages and all. So government also what it is doing to maintain that balanced regional development. It's a new term, balanced regions areas development. What government is trying is to bring this balanced regional development. It is trying to, it is encouraging the new businessmen or the businessmen to set up their business in these rural areas, so that the people living near and nearby, they get proper employment opportunities, and also the standard of living of the people, it improves. Okay, so that is how the businessmen, they can bring the improvement in the backward areas by setting up their businesses over there, or they can also, as a part of providing service towards these backward areas, they can build up schools, hospitals, or libraries, or whatever is required in that particular region over there, and help these backward areas there. So this was about the human objectives and the national objectives of a business. Thank you, dear students. See you all in tomorrow's class.